Talk physics to me.
Electrical shock. Electric shock is a sudden discharge of electricity through a part of the body. You will not be shocked by touching a high voltage if there is no path for the current to reach the earth or a different voltage point. For this video we will be looking at three major aspects of electrical shock. These are electrical current, voltage, and resistance. Voltage is the difference in charge between 2 points. Current is the rate at which charge is flowing. Resistance is a material's tendency to resist the flow of charge, current. The relationship between voltage, current, and resistance is described by Ohm's law. This equation, I equals VR, tells us that the current, I, flowing through a circuit is directly proportional to the voltage, V, and inversely proportional to the resistance, R. When exposed to an electric current, the body acts like a resistor. When voltage, potential difference, exists in the human body, the body itself acts as a resistor with the resistance dependent on the path the current flows in the body. If a person is in contact with a high voltage wire, the current could move from the wire, through the person and to the ground. The amount of current determines injury, not voltage. A high voltage, however, can lead to a large current for a particular outlet. There is always high voltage present around electrical power point, but not always a high current. The resistance of the human body is determined by the surface area of contact, voltage applied, and whether the skin is wet or open. Lower voltages are safer in maximizing the resistance of the skin. The voltage dependence of skin resistance is due to electrophoresis, where pores in the skin cell membranes open due to the applied voltage and increase in diameter as the applied voltage increases. Wet skin has a much lower resistance than dry skin. Wearing insulating shoes also increases the total resistance of the body. For example, rubber shoes have a much lower resistance than leather shoes. An electrical current can cause many problems to the human body, including muscle contraction, interference with the heart, breathing, and finally burns. If a person is shocked due to contact with a high voltage from a power outlet, ground fault circuit interrupters use electromagnetic induction in an attempt to limit the amount of time they are shocked. Electrical current is the most significant physiological variable which determines the severity of any given electric shock. In contrast, this current is determined by voltage and the resistance of the path which the current follows through the body. The major issue in creating a safe electrical zone is that a particular voltage in a given condition could only have minor implications, however under another condition can lead to death. The common household voltage is 120 volts. If the human body is dry and the person is wearing suitable shoes, the body resistance is approximately 100,000 ohms. Hence the current flow would be I equals 1.2 milliamperes. This current would be just around the threshold of perception, so a person would probably feel a small tingle. However, if the situation was different and the body was sweaty or wet and barefoot, the resistance to the ground might be as low as 100 ohms. Hence the current would be I equals 120 milliamperes. This is a lethal shock, capable of producing ventricular fibrillation and death. The severity of shock from a given source will depend upon its path through your body. Direct current is more dangerous because it moves with continuous motion through a conductor, has the tendency to induce muscular tetanus quite readily. Alternating current, as its name suggests, alternately reverses the direction of motion. This provides brief moment of opportunity for an afflicted muscle to relax between alternation. Hence DC is much more dangerous in accordance to not being able to let go, while AC has brief opportunities to reduce the amount of time in shock. AC has the tendency to throw the heart's pacemaker neurons into a condition of fibrillation. In contrast, DC has the tendency to make the heart stop. A stopped heart actually has a better chance of regaining a normal rhythm than a fibrillating heart. Defibrillating equipment used by medical professions supplies current to the heart through a DC unit, which halts fibrillation, giving the heart a better chance to recover. Realistically speaking, however, AC is more dangerous than DC. This comes from the fact that 120/240 VAC is the voltage that we are most likely to encounter, which can kill us. The DC voltage that we are most likely to encounter is 12 DC, which can be found in our vehicles, and it is very unlikely to kill us.